baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice.
It's Madden.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
First play, and Heineke looking to pass it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Heineke.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And they'll throw again. Heineke. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He'll find Fournette again here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Heineke again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. They go play action. Now Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
All start.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A handoff, Fournette running left. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And then what we saw there, partner, was the true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 30, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Heineke dumps it off to Fournette. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, this is Fournette. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Shaquille Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the #5 overall seed.
The card is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set, ready, hustle.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Ready. Hey, check, nigga.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the field away. They just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Heineke. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Okay.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Heineke to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Levante David in on the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 27, Lance. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From midfield, here's Lance. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down at 6. Throwing. Heineke. He completes it to Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Heineke. Wide open receiver complete. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here on New. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. past the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. The Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Lance looking to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Heineke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground again. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenneth Murray in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So we wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here we go, set.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Tampa. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the ready.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, it's Lance. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Heineke's throw taken in by Evans here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw, Heineke. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Lance now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Lance to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Downfield.
Well, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Yeah, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time here. Lance. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in the hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. Lance and company going on 4th down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turn.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You are the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds.